Okay, let me tell you a little bit about the program. A program that is called Accelerate Internship and Accelerate Capstone Project. In this video, I'll be focusing on Accelerate Capstone Project. So, put it simply, you apply for the job of IT analyst and you choose your specialization. A specialization could be anything from cloud computing to cybersecurity to all other areas. We interview you, we understand your competency, your skills and your career goals, then we send you the offer letter to work with us. The structure of the work is hybrid, which means that you can work from home or from school, and you need to bring your own device, and we provide you with all the access to connect to your company domain, just like any other company so far. You will be part of a team, and here is the magic. The projects that are given to you to work with is personalized based on your career goals. So if you want to be a cloud engineer, expect to receive 1 or 2 or 3 projects, depending on your competency level, that you have to complete. If the internship program or the Accelerate Capstone project that you have is, let's say, 8 weeks, what's going to happen in these 8 weeks is that you will be joining a team. You're given the projects to complete. However, we estimate those projects already to ensure that you can accomplish those projects by going through all the learning materials, getting all the supports from the team members, not within 8 weeks, a lot shorter, maybe 4 weeks or even 5 weeks, latest by the 6 weeks. So what is the structure of the program? The structure of the program is to let you focus on the project, complete it. Once you complete it and you present it to your team members, you get feedback and you basically refine it, you present it, and it's satisfactory, but it's in the middle of your capstone project. Here is the magic. Your mission, should you choose to accept, is to create instructional video and screenshots and documents about what you have been doing from the very, very first step of opening the environment and setting up your project space or whatever. So think of it like, first you have to complete the project, present it to us. We just tell you amazing. Now you have to create short videos, not more than 5 minutes, that you can basically record your screen. And in those short videos, you have to speak about what you are doing every step of the way. From the absolute beginning stage, where, okay, this is a project to do with Power BI, I go to Power BI, I download Power BI from the website, and as you can see, this is now downloaded. That's it. That's the first video. The second video you have to create is, okay, now I'm going through the process of creating a new project in Power BI. Since the project is about this and that, I set up my Power BI with these settings. This is the second project. So second video, sorry. You accomplish all these, short videos until the very last video. When you finally finish all these short videos that can basically be part of something like a course. And that's the beauty of the platform. The structure of the platform is to push you to complete a project and work beyond your comfort zone to learn and apply your learning into completing a project. But then after, you are basically challenged to improve your presentation skills and improve your communication skills and improve your team working skills. Why? Because every single day, working day, you have to work with the other team members. You have to answer the question of what have you done yesterday, what are you going to do today, and do you have any challenges? And you might wonder, why am I doing it? Well, are you going to apply for a real job, or you are just looking at sticking to the theoretical knowledge? if you are going to apply for a real job, 9 out of 10 IT companies in Australia building software systems are following some sort of agile methodologies, including Scrum methodology. And one of the key elements of the Scrum methodology is that you have to attend daily stand-ups to answer 3 key questions. So look, from the very beginning, rather than lecturing you, of course, I'm not going to go through the entire program, but I just want to give you an idea and set the expectations right. When you go through the program, trust me, I build it by creating an environment that you work directly with people who are developing the software, a software that is basically being presented to some of the top universities in Australia and in overseas. You are doing the real work of building some micro projects that will be contributing to the success of those products. So guess what? One of the biggest difference. At Tutor10x, you will be part of the real software development team. Unlike so many other companies out there that is just simply giving you some fictional cases, this is the case, just go and then play with this project. And believe me, I've been part of some of those internship programs, some of the top, high-class internship programs that are like the process, the selection criteria was, and selection process was so selective. It wasn't easy for many candidates to enter those programs. But look, they were working on some fictional business case. They were given some template feedback. They were never given the chance to work on real products or do real contributions. Here, you are part of a real software development team. That means that get the work done in a proper way, in a responsible way, something that definitely shows yourself and other members of the team that you care about what you're doing, and you are building your portfolio. Why? Because after you finish all these videos, of course, we provide you with feedback. We never expect you to create all those videos instructions, perfectly. Don't worry, I am not that scary. I will be working with you, and even the team members that I've been selecting to be part of our Scrum. What I care about is the working attitude and the positive energy. If someone is coming to work with us saying that, okay, I've got so many years of experience, this and this and this, and I find that person not really having the right attitudes, and I feel like the atmosphere surrounding them is not that positive, I simply say thank you very much. For those of you who probably already worked with me, you know what I'm talking about. So at the end, technical things are learnable. What every company is looking for is for people who are ready to push themselves beyond their comfort zone to present the key skill of 21st century, which is to be the self-learner. Think about ChatGPT and other technologies that are out there. So you just need to present that skill, and it's so valuable. And if you have the right attitude, which is truly an asset, then you are already qualified. Didn't I tell you at the beginning that when you go through the program, we basically do interview you? It's not gonna be template interview that you will receive invitation right after. This is part of our agreement with the institutions, that we have the absolute right to reject the applicant. And there is no like a second thought or second question. If we find that the candidate is not, he doesn't meet or she doesn't meet the minimum standards for whatever reasons that we basically find out during the interview, we just tell the institution, no, thank you. We just can't provide the opportunity to that person, as simple as that. As long as that person has that sort of attitude, we simply cannot work with that person. Why? Because I want to have an environment where we can focus on our growth. We want to promote growth mindset. We want to have the positive atmosphere where you can focus on getting the work done and learn along the way. And therefore, anyone who is becoming part of the team has to basically has to have the commitments to the core values that we have, and to make sure that everyone along the way is always feeling positive about being part of the team by contributing to the success of the team, and more importantly, at the end. And one of the so many differences between our program and the other programs is that once you have created all the instructional materials, then we include it as part of our product that you will be proud of, we will be proud of too. Why? Because we include your name, logo, and LinkedIn profile. And when we are selling the software packages and the instructional materials to institutions and universities, we simply tell them this is done by this candidate. Could be you, it could be anyone else. So guess what? You are in the job interview with your future employer after you finish the program with us, and your future employer is asking, hey, do you have any work experience? And interestingly, in Australia, you apply for a job of a junior like data analyst and like a fresh graduate. They still ask the same question. Do you have any relevant work experience? It's like, come on, I'm just applying for a job. I'm just graduated. Why are you even asking this? Of course, if I had the experience, I would be applying for a job of a senior data analyst, but they still ask the same question. Here, I would like you to gain the confidence to be able to talk about the projects and the portfolio and what you've done throughout this program. Which means that I would expect you to confidently say that, look, I've been part of the program, working with Tutor10x team. I was part of their software development team, and we've been attending all those meetings, from daily stand-ups to talk about what we've been doing, and to sprint planning, to sprint retrospective, to product backlog discovery. And so the person who is interviewing you might think like, seriously? So throughout these 3 months or 4 months of program, you've gone through all of this. Can you tell me a little bit about, for example, sprint retrospective? And then you start explaining more, like, this is what I've done, this is what I've done. And then they realize that, oh, he's actually right, or she's actually right. So they know everything about this program. Why? Because we emphasized this teamwork from the beginning, and we basically get you to join all those meetings, again, without lecturing. I know that I'm lecturing for now almost 12 minutes and 47 seconds, but I'm not going to lecture this sort of stuff during the program. Our methodology is very interesting. We follow on-the-job training. On-the-job training is a program that is designed not to take you through any slides. You already have gone through thousands of slides during your program. And believe me, I've been also a lecturer in Australia for almost 10 years. I've gone through, tens of thousands of slides, or maybe more, and I hate slides. I would like the work to be always practical and workshop-based. And here we are. Throughout this process, do not expect us to share with you some training like, hey, this is agile, this is this. No. You will be joining a call where quickly, that's on-the-job training, quickly, I'll be joining, introducing you to the team, telling you what you have to actually answer, these 3 key questions. You will be hearing from everyone in the call how they are actually providing the update, and then you can just provide your own update. Is it scary a little bit? So from one perspective, you might think like, come on, what does that mean? Just give me the material, I will prepare. I would like to be prepared so that I can go to those meetings. Look, here is different. I don't want you to be prepared. If you were fully prepared, you wouldn't be here. If we prepare all the students at the university to be fully prepared for the job market, nobody would be talking about the huge gap between the theoretical knowledge and practical. So please trust me. On-the-job training means that I already trusted you. Why? I already trusted that I'm talking to the next generation who's smarter than me and people my age who are lecturers out there. What does that mean? That means that I don't want to overcomplicate things with the slides. Just simply join the call and see how others are answering this. Pick the templates, pick the patterns, and try to do your own. That is how IQ test works. Have you ever done IQ tests? So it's like showing one shape and then this and then this, and then you have to choose the last one. What do? You will be looking at how a particular shape is rotating. You will understand the pattern. You extract the pattern and find the logic behind, and then you just guess, okay, if we want to basically guess what has to be done, that is the answer. That is simply the IQ test. And same goes in here. You will be joining a call as long as we do have the right atmosphere. Nobody is laughing. We are all learning. I'm learning too. Every time I'm joining these calls and talking to you and others, I'm learning too. You'll be surprised how I kept the atmosphere of all these teams to be so friendly and so supportive. Some of the things that unfortunately being, sometimes I feel like it's been forgotten in many teams. But we care about this stuff because then it will help those teams to be high-performing teams. So join the call and trust me. Just simply hear what others are talking about and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Unless and until you think about those so-called mistakes as lessons learned, then they are not mistakes. Be ready to have as many lessons as you can learn. I would like you to learn as many lessons as you can so that when you go there, after finishing your program, you don't make the mistake. Mistake is when you do it for the second time. And the third time, I don't even know how to define it. So, it's absolutely okay that you just trust us and follow the process, a process that more than 100 interns have gone through. Feedback from this, I think close to 9.8 out of 100, 9.8 out of 10. They've gone through the process. They found the job. They even came back to us saying that, look, this was amazing. I never believed that all those activities that we've been doing could contribute to the success of the interviews that I attended or the job that I am doing. And I know that they are not the only exception. The program has been refined and refined. And look, lessons learned. I've been running the program. I asked them for the feedback. I learned more lessons, and I applied it. Now, with this program, be ready to go through a training that is not like lecture slides. It's like a structure that we trust you, and we explain to you on the job training. While we are joining a call, working on an Excel spreadsheet, I tell you what you are doing exactly, what it means in the industry. Sometimes I tell you that, look, we have been doing this, but in my experience, working for this company and that company and that company, these are the differences. Expect these differences to be there. And believe me, some of those companies that I have been doing the same work, basically it was around a couple of $1,000 daily rates for like someone like me or anyone else to do those work. And I am creating the structure here at Tutor10x that I'm confident that we are even doing things 10 times better than them. So I will highlight some of those differences, and you will be surprised that some of the simple, so-called simple tasks that you are doing, or it may sound simple after we explain to you and help you in doing that, are becoming overcomplicated. It takes sometimes years for you to grasp these if you want to go through the traditional way of lecture slides, going there, you know, slowly learning the skills or gaining all the, you know, knowledge and skills. We just simply throw you something that is engineered already, and it's coming from all these years of experience. I stick to my promise, and now it's 20 minutes. I'm not going to record another lecture. Don't expect me to talk about it, you know, 20 minutes or something. Just trust me. Click on the link, apply for the job. Even the application process and applying for this job is actually a lesson that you will learn. So we are simulating everything from the very early stage up until the last stage. And trust me, it's going to work. Click on the link, apply for it, book your interview, and we can't wait to see you during the interview and to get to know about your goals and explore the next steps. Thank you.